And in summary, that's the commission we're here for. How's that sound to you, Yehoda?
All the same to me. You should ask yourself one question, though. You want to catch someone and not cry? How many lives are you prepared to lose for it?
Well, I once read a story. It told me that if I find a deer with divinity, I could use its antlers to take my place for one death. And what do you know? Deer happens to be one of the Inazuman characters in my name, and I've got my own life to spare. That makes two. Oh, Traveler, what a coincidence. What are you doing in Nodcry? Another stop on your journey, perhaps? Sharp. I'm here in pursuit of a fugitive who fled Inazuma. He's racked up a real rap sheet, and he's always trying to flee further and further abroad. A few months ago, we received intel that he was hiding out in Nodcry and had joined a band of bandits. He soon returned to his usual MO, that is to say, robbing homes and raiding caravans. I think they called themselves the Seahook Gang or something. Word is they're quite a big deal in Nodcry, and have taken in a fair share of exiled criminals from across Tevat. After that, I knocked on the doors of the Curatorium of Secrets, Mora in hand, and asked the boss to get me someone who could point me in the direction of this Seahook Gang. That's right. Judging by your expression, I'm guessing you're acquainted. I can tell. My intuition tells me that if Yehoda became a thief, even I'd never be able to catch her.
You can cut the chatter. Boss Neff gave me the job, so it's only natural I'd be good at it. But the Seahook Gang you're looking for isn't the original Seahook crew. The original gang's long since disbanded. The people calling themselves that now are just riding on the name and scamming folks left and right. Yeah, I guess I do, huh?
Interesting. This is news to me. Would you mind telling me more about this new gang of imposters, Yehoda?
What's there to tell? New or old, fake or real, the Seahook Gang are bandits. A bunch of scoundrels who banded together for Mora, then fell out over it. Their old leader wound up thrown overboard as fish food, while the underlings fought among themselves for the scraps. Some died, and others continued their wanderings. The long and short of it is that the old Seahook Gang are dead, gone, or both.
Wait. Doesn't that mean some of the suspects within could have started going around committing crimes again?
When a house goes poof, the snakes and rats nestled within find other walls to burrow into. That's just how it is. Nobody wants to die out in the wilderness.
But for all the vermin out there, it's also the perfect time to find a good place to settle down, and maybe get a good roommate along the way. If I were a rat, escaping the snake would mean freedom from being hunted down and eaten. When you think about it, that's a good thing. In any case, you've been most helpful, Yehoda. Thank you for the intel. It seems the Mora spent on your services was well worth it. It's honestly a real load-off to know that these people are just imposters using the Seahook Gang's name. I'd have had to admit I was in over my head flying solo against the real gang, with its international cohort of goons and all.
Well, wait. You think you can take them on as they are now, all by yourself?
Yeah, more or less. After all, I'm only looking for our Inazuman fugitive. I'm not here to bring the whole gang to justice.
That's a bold statement, but whatever. I'll help you track the imposters down. What happens after? That's got nothing to do with me.
Your kindness is appreciated, but this time I'd rather this be a solo outing. Now, I suppose that's that. I'll leave locating them to you, Yehoda. As for me, I'll get to thinking of how I can haul this scoundrel back to Inazuma and have him confess his crimes.
Hey there. Looking for a drink or two?
you want to negotiate price.
Enough told me about it. If you can pay, there's a way. That's what it's famous for.
Welcome! Please feel free to peruse our Sumeru specialties. I'm more than happy to assist with any additional requests as well.
Wait, isn't this Dory's shop? Okay, this actually isn't a bad idea. You never know what kind of stuff Dory's got stashed away.
Can I help you with something?
One of my bots was stolen yesterday, and I want to know if the thief sold it to your shop.
Is it valuable? We only accept goods that we can use to turn a profit.
That's Dory's business acumen for you. Turn a profit? I don't like to think about my bots that way. But, well, merchants usually find them pretty valuable.
In that case, let me check. Apologies. We have no record of any transactions over the past 2 days involving mechanical constructs.
Aw, I thought we'd find something here for sure. Oh, it's okay, I know. We'll think of something. Oh, maybe we could ask this guy to check again. Or...
Oh, well, if it isn't Aino and her 2 Outlander friends, asking around Nasha Town for intel, are we? You're lucky you didn't get swindled 6 ways from Sunday.
Yehuda! Oh, dumpster diver. It's you.
Okay, now that was just uncalled for. I've got a name, Pipsqueak. Use it. Now listen. Word on the street is someone stole one of your constructs.
It's not a construct. It's a companion. How did you know?
Your, intelligence mission or whatever? Yeah, you weren't exactly being subtle. Word spread throughout all of Nasha Town, I bet. But you're in luck, I know, because the best bounty hunter in the land has decided to take up your cause. Smart as a whip, she navigates the major factions with ease. Always with her finger on the pulse of all the goings-on in Nodcry. If you want to get back what you lost, oh, she's your best bet.
Who is?
Who? Me, of course.
Aw, Crumbclank is doomed.
What was with that reaction? Does she think I'm a liability or something? Hey, with me on your side, there's still hope. But first, we gotta agree on terms. My services don't come cheap, you know.
You're really gonna charge us? I don't charge you when you just swing by and help yourself to my desserts. Well, technically Anafa's desserts, seeing as she's the one who makes them.
Why is she bringing that up all of a sudden? I mean, it's true, but still. Oh, there goes my chances of making some easy cash. Now I just look ungrateful. Well, if you're not gonna pay, then...
Yehuda, you really look out for the kid, don't you? Coming over to help like this? Oh, it means a lot. Aino really cares about this bot, you know. Paimon knows you're not the type to abandon a friend in need.
That's it. I'm done for. There's no backing out now. You know me. Come on, this way. we're here.
I don't see Clank anywhere. Did you lie to me again, dumpster diver?
Have some patience and hear the professional out. Now, I know style is super unique. When one of her creations shows up for sale, you can be sure that people will know who it belongs to. You might look like an easy target, but everyone knows you've got me and my boss behind you. Point is, there's not a single person in Nodcry who'd steal one of your bots and go sell it on the regular black market. Not an above-board one anyway, but in a legal black market like this. That's another matter.
Wait, but aren't all black markets illegal?
Maybe, but that doesn't mean there aren't any rules. My boss sets them, and there are people who follow them, and people who don't. And that market over there, yeah, that's where the rule breakers go to make deals. And based on the intel I have, this market deals almost exclusively in mechanical constructs. Ring any bells?
You're a genius, Yehuda! But, there's no one here.
The key to a market like this is operating in secret. There's no chance it runs every day. I asked around my circle, and it seems like our next chance to check it out is in 2 days' time.
We have to wait 2 days?
That's nothing. Even if your bot's on its last legs, 2 days ain't gonna change much.
Now you listen up. Clank belongs to my workshop. I'm the boss, and no bot of mine is getting hurt on my watch.
Sheesh, this kid's got a temper. Maybe I should apologize. No, wait. I'm not about to be intimidated by some little squirt.
Whoa, where did that come from?
It's all right. I mean, it's understandable. The kid built up the Clink Clank Krumkake craft shop all on her own. And she has more interactions with robots than people most days. I'm sure, for her, these bots are everything. Yeah, I know that, but that's the only lead I can give you right now.
I know. Yehuda's just trying to help. You know that, right? At least think about it. Oh, fine. If we have to wait, then we'll wait. Get it together, I know. You're the boss. You need to keep your cool.
Well, that took some convincing. All right then, let's meet here in 2 days.
Hey, Yehuda! Wow, this place is packed.
My intel network never steers me wrong. Now I'm thinking we start off by checking whatever transaction records we can find. See if our thief already made the sale.
Hey! Which one of you is the rotten thief who stole my robot, huh? Come out and show yourself!
That was not what I had in mind.
My, you must be the owner of the Krumkake craft shop.
Now this is an opportunity I've been waiting for. Always easier to talk business in person.
Which one of you is the thief?
No thieves here, only shrewd business people. Speaking of, you do custom orders, right? Kid, make me a robot. I'll be sure to make it worth your while.
You're the one who built that robo-maid, right? Is it for sale? I'm dying to get my hands on one.
Both of you? Get out of my face!
Ahem. It's clear you two have no respect for even the most basic of rules. No, even if Miss Aino is willing to do business with you, and that's a big if. All negotiations go through the front desk. Understood? As you can see, this kid's creations are a hot commodity in Nodcry. I'm not surprised these merchants are practically clambering over each other in excitement.
I don't care! Inefa's not for sale, and neither is Crumclank. These grown-ups are getting on my nerves. But the Traveler was right. Well, they're not gonna fess up because they don't even feel guilty. Oh, there goes my plan. Yeah, getting them to confess was kind of a long shot.
If you figured that would work, you're even more out of touch than I thought. These people only care about one thing, Mora. Being a good person doesn't exactly pad the pockets. If we want information, the front desk is the place to start. Follow me.
Ah, if it isn't the owner of the Clink Clank Kromkake Craft Shop. What an honor! How can I assist you?
Let me do the talking. It's simple. We just want to know if anyone has tried to sell one of the craft shop's bots around here recently.
Ah, well, I won't lie to you. We're very much a need-to-know establishment. Meaning we don't make a habit of asking for details about the transactions that take place here. It's one of the advantages of this place. Our clients are free to buy or sell whatsoever they might wish. All they need to do is post a notice on the bulletin board.
That's it? No wonder this place is illegal.
Wait, you guys! The first notice here is offering a huge sum of Mora in exchange for Aino's newest robot! Crumclank was stolen! And you just sit back and let people peddle stolen goods for cash. That makes you just as bad as the thief.
I'm afraid it's not that simple. As I said, we never question the terms of our transactions. It's a matter of professionalism. Remaining neutral in client disputes is a must.
Crumclank is more than a robot. He's my friend. I'm not gonna let him be sold off like some second-rate piece of scrap.
Hey, you can't tear that down! I'm obligated to keep it up until closing, at least. Please, show some understanding.
What happened neutral in client disputes.
Listen, customers have to pay to put up a notice, all right? We have to turn a profit somehow. If you pay more than the original customer, I'll let you cover that notice up with one of your own.
Enough! This place clearly has its rules. There's no point in making a scene. Besides, we found a clue, didn't we? Let's see what the notice says. Huh. Willing to part with large sum in return for specific robot. It appears to be the work of the Krumkake craft shop. Details negotiable in person. According to intel from an informant, there is only one of its kind in existence. It is currently in the hands of the Frostmoon Scions. Present the robot to me, and a generous sum of Mora will be yours.
The Frostmoon Scions? Does that mean...
The Krumkake craft shop is situated between the Frostmoon Enclave and Nasha Town. Their people always pass by the workshop whenever they need to head into town. Over time, you get used to it, and Nefa and I never even thought to be on guard.
So, does that mean the Frostmoon Scions stole your bot? But why?
I know why. They obviously want Krumklank's desserts for themselves.
Desserts?
Yeah, and Nefa is always controlling my sugar intake or whatever, so that's why I created Krumklank. All you gotta do is input the recipe and provide the ingredients, and he bakes desserts for you.
All this? For a dessert baking robot?
Trying to downplay it, are we, Miss Ino? Not convincing enough to fool the various factions of Notcry, I'm afraid.
Who are you?
Asako? Oh, my boss knows him. He's quite a respected guy in that circle. What are you doing in a place like this?
The Voynich Guild isn't the only place to make deals, you know. Business often requires one to expand their horizons. And when it comes to lucrative opportunities, I'm not one to discriminate. In fact, I'm the one who got someone to post the notice you just saw.
So you're the one who's trying to buy Krumklank. You're as rotten as the rest of them.
Now, it's just business. I have a fascination with this robot of yours, Miss Ino. I tried to purchase it from the Frostmoon Scions, but those zealots wouldn't budge. So here I am, right at the source. I want you to fashion another of its kind. Mora is no object. I'll even offer you 10 times the number on the notice.
I don't do business with rotten thieves.
Your notice didn't talk about how you want this done. In other words, stealing is fair game. You're telling me someone of your esteem is willing to risk your reputation for a cake-baking robot? How about this? Share the intel from your informant, and the Krumkake craft shop will owe you a favor.
According to my intel, this bot is capable of much more than baking cakes. It incorporates the technology of the boom and blast Kuvaki energy cannon, and has formidable potential as a weapon.
What?
Look at that cannon. It's capable of condensing Kuvaki into highly destructive energy. But it's too big and cumbersome to be mass-produced and transported. Not to mention, it takes a considerable amount of time between firings to prepare the ammunition. All in all, it's not something that can be commercialized. But if you make it smaller and easier to mass-produce, you have the perfect product, even if it doesn't quite replicate the power of that cannon. Besides, if you think about it, is that not precisely why the Frostmoon Scions targeted your bot in the first place? In their doctrine, Kuvaki is a sacred power. They'd consider it blasphemy to treat it as anything but. The giant cannon in Nasha Town uses Kuvaki to fend off the wild hunt and protect the people, which is something the Frostmoon Scions can accept. But turning that technology into a product and allowing anyone with Mora to purchase it via the black market and wield the power of Kuvaki for themselves. Now that is blasphemy of the highest order, I would imagine. A lot of trouble could come knocking at your doorstep, Miss Aino. But sell that technology to me, and it all goes away. Easy as that.
Please don't tell me you've made some kind of war machine again.
Crunklank isn't a war machine. I already told you. He makes desserts, and deliciously, scrumptiously yummy ones at that. He's my friend, and I'm gonna get him back no matter what it takes. So you can take your offer and get lost.
It appears negotiations have broken down. A real pity.
Well, what do we do now?
We know Crunklank is with the Frostmoon Scions, so all we have to do is go there and then...
Good idea!
Hold up. I should warn you. If that merchant was telling the truth, things are about to get tricky. Just be prepared, okay?
Hey, Llama!
Ah, traveler, Paimon. Come night or day, may the moonlight connect us. I sense you are troubled. Please, unburden yourself.
You saw right through us again, huh?
Bathed in moonlight, the concern in your features is as stark as the dark spots on a full moon, ever betraying the emotion that lies beneath the surface.
I tell Aino to keep quiet for 1 second, and of course, she throws a tantrum. Lady Moonchanter, allow me to explain.
Theft? How despicable. A disgrace on the Frostmoon Scions.
It's all just speculation at this point.
Just a moment. A few days ago, a mechanical construct was brought back to the Frostmoon Scions. Come. I will speak to the offenders at once. I am certain the truth of the matter will reveal itself.
Come night or day, may the moonlight connect us. What can I do for you, my lady?
Theft? We would never do such a thing. This is baseless slander. We did recover a dangerous mechanical device, but we didn't steal it. We confiscated it from a group of bandits.
If there's been a misunderstanding, our guests deserve an explanation.
I remember. It was a few days ago out in the wild. Huh? What's going on over there?
It's still not done? Come on! We need to finish these tests before the locals are onto us!
Can we just go somewhere else? This job's putting me on edge.
No, idiot! Didn't you hear what the boss said? This thing uses Kuvaki. Why else would we be out here? Now shut up and get moving!
Not so loud. I just need to think. This should be it.
What was that?
What did you do? Are you trying to give us away?
No, Look, at least we know this thing's powerful, right? We should have enough to report back on.
All right, then let's pack up and get out of here.
Stop right there! Drop that dangerous device at once!
Shoot! That was quick. Can you activate this thing again?
I don't even remember what I did. Are we supposed to run with this thing? It weighs a ton!
Let's just make a run for it. The most important thing is that we don't get caught!
So, that's what happened. We didn't catch the bandits, but we were able to intercept the device.
I know. I'll ask you one more time. Are you sure you didn't make some kind of war machine?
Maybe this is another misunderstanding. We don't know for sure that the device Otso confiscated is Krumklank.
Did it have this symbol on it?
Yes.
That's the one I designed for my bots! I made it so that even if the bot gets dismantled or modified, the symbol can't be removed. So, Krumklank is definitely the bot you picked up.
Misunderstanding resolved, then. The device will be returned to its rightful owner.
Forgive me, my lady, but I believe that is far too risky. Although this device is similar in principle to the cannon in Nasha Town, the two cannot be seen in the same light. By harnessing Kuvaki, the cannon has protected this land from the wild hunt time and time again. I've always regarded it as a blessing from the moon goddess. But this construct is more like a commercial product. In the hands of those with nefarious intentions, it could easily be exploited for personal gain. As far as I'm aware, this young lady often has dealings with the major factions of Nodcry. I suspect she created the device to sell it for profit. If it ends up on the black market, in the hands of those who would misuse our goddess's gifts...
Krumklank is my friend! He's not for sale.
As much as I would like to believe you, that is a risk we cannot take. It is blasphemous to allow the power of our sacred moonlight to be exploited.
I warned them that things were about to get tricky. Oh, what have I got myself into?
The best course of action is to destroy this dangerous device and prevent anything like it from ever being created again.
What did you just say? Are you threatening to destroy Krumklank?
You must understand. The consequences could be dire.
No, you just want Krumklank for yourselves, just like everyone else. Get out of my way!
I know, calm down!
Stop this at once! We cannot let you leave with that dangerous device.
I told you, Krumklank is my friend! Yeah.
Please, calm yourself.
I know!
But you heard him! He wants to destroy Krumklank.
We won't let that happen. But causing trouble isn't going to help the situation.
Not good. A group of flying machines just ambushed the storage facility and took back the device.
What? That can't just be a coincidence. They must have taken advantage of our conflict with this girl.
Whoa! That's a lot of recon bots!
It must be those black market merchants! I knew we wouldn't get off so easy.
I can create a temporary moon lane here. Could you get the Kuhangi to help, Traveler?
All right, let's knock him down!
recon bot.
Phew! That was way too close! Reckless much, traveler?
At least it all turned out okay. Nice fighting back there, by the way. Thought I'd have to swoop in and save the day, but guess I was wrong. That really was way too close. If something happens to that kid, I don't know how I'd explain it to Anefa.
Okay? No! It's not okay! How is it okay? Crumclank's been stolen! Again! No. Stop. You're the boss of the Krumkake craft shop, I know. You can't cry at a time like this.
Allow me to apologize on behalf of my people. If we hadn't tried to stop you, perhaps you could have reached your companion in time.
My lady.
If she truly viewed that robot as a product, she could simply create another. But instead, she demonstrated a degree of courage that should put us all to shame. Not even the light of the full moon could reveal the slightest blemish in her goodness. But your hearts are sinking into shadows that the moonlight cannot reach.
You have my sincerest apologies.
It's okay. It was all just one big misunderstanding.
Do not despair, young one. The pure of heart will always have the moonlight to guide them. I'm confident that you will retrieve your companion. I can even send some of my people to help if needed.
Okay.
That brings us to our next question. Where should we go now?
It's obvious. That stunt just now, it had that merchant from the black market written all over it. He knew we were walking into a conflict with the Frostmoon Scions, and he used that as his opening. I'd even go so far as to say, he's the one that stole your bot in the first place. Explains how he knew it was here, and could set this all up. If you want my opinion, Asuko's your biggest suspect. But I guess we can't rule out the other merchants either.
Yeah, so that means you know where we should search next.
So, it's all up to me again? That market is long gone. Who knows where those merchants scurried off to? And we don't even know which one's the real culprit. Oh, this is what I get for trying to sound confident.
You just can't stand seeing Aino so upset, right, Yehoda? Aw, that's so nice! From here on out, we're counting on you.
Great. How am I supposed to back out now? Fine. At least, give me 2 days.
No problem. See, Aino? Look at all the help you've got. Everything's gonna be fine.
I know. Thanks, everyone.
All right, it's been 2 days. Let's head to the workshop and see if Yehoda found any... Hey, Anefa!
Hello. I appreciate you looking after Aino these past few days.
Oh, it was nothing. A promise is a promise, right? Anyway, is Yehoda here? She probably has a bunch of new clues for us.
Let Let me explain. After I got back from the Frost Moon Scions, I started doing some digging into that merchant, Asako. The fact that he outright tried to buy Aino's bot definitely makes him suspicious, but even after asking around my boss's circle, I couldn't find any evidence that connects him to this mess. Out of all the merchants we met, he has the cleanest record. I checked all the other merchants too, but the trail came up cold each time. Most of them didn't even know about our trip to the Frost Moon Scions. Whoever's behind this thing is extremely clever. Covered their tracks perfectly. Tracking down a person like that is gonna take a lot more than 2 days.
So, you're saying...
Summarizing intel. Condensing main points. Conclusion. Over the past 2 days, Yehoda has found no useful information.
Did you have to make it sound so pathetic? Oh, how am I gonna explain this to the kid?
So, there's really nothing we can do?
I mean, short of rounding up those merchants, interrogating them, and searching their private warehouses for ourselves? Nope.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
That wasn't a suggestion. These aren't the type of people you mess with on a whim. Oh, I'd turn all of Nodcry upside down searching before I went after a man like Asako.
Turning all of Nodcry upside down. That is indeed Aino's backup plan.
Okay, well, I wasn't serious about that suggestion either.
If that is what Aino decides to do in the end, then I will support her.
I've been thinking things over a lot since I got back. And the truth is, I can see why Crumclank's technology is being targeted by those chumps. But that means any of my bots could be next, including Inefa. If we don't get Crumclank back, if we don't show them we're not an easy target, then there's nothing stopping them from coming after the rest of my robo friends. So, even if I really do have to turn all of Notcry upside down, I will save Crumclank, no matter what it takes.
Oh, I know.
You said Asako was the biggest suspect, right? Let's start with him then.
Someone sent a letter. It appears to be for you, traveler.
Really? Let's take a look! Huh. Paimon would recognize that tone anywhere. It's her, isn't it?
Seems like she has a way to help us.
Dory's services are usually a bit more complicated than that.
I've heard of her. She's got quite a unique reputation around Nodcry.
Alright, I'm down with that. You're in charge of the workshop, Inefa. This time, we'll get Crumclank back for sure.
Very well. Please continue to look out for Aino in my stead.
Oh, you're coming too, Yehoda? Huh. You care too much about Aino to let this go, huh?
More like you're not the only one who's got a stupid robot asking you for favors. Ah, look what the cat dragged in. Traveler, Paimon, I see you got my letter.
Dory! So if what?
My assistant told me about your little visit. Rumor has it, some terrible thief broke into the Krumkake craft shop and ran off with one of Miss Aino's most treasured companions.
Yes, that's exactly right.
You must know how much I value you as a customer, Traveler. So, I thought, if you've set out to help Miss Aino, I should do my part too. I did some digging, and I do believe I've come up with the perfect plan. There are too many merchants targeting that bot to root out the thief by going after them one by one. So, how about approaching this from a different angle? Maybe the question we should be asking isn't who stole the bot, but where the thief took it in the first place.
Huh. She has a point.
And lucky for you, I happen to know just the expert to help us out. She's been working smuggling cases for years. If you need to track down stolen merchandise, she's your gal. Of course, a professional of her caliber demands quite a high retainer. But not to worry, I can offer you a 20% discount. How about this? You give me the funds in advance, discount applied of course, and I'll contact the expert. See if we can't bring that price down a little. I'm all about client convenience, as I'm sure you all know. And if she sympathizes with our cause and ups the discount, we'll call the difference a little something for my trouble. Sound good? 20% off would be 800,000 mora. Do we have a deal?
800,000? Oh, can't you go any lower?
If only I could. But there has to be room for me to take a cut now, doesn't there?
800,000 mora is worth it if it means we get Krumklank back. It's fine, I'll cover it.
Splendid! I'll contact the expert right away.
Well, if you're okay with it, I know. And the sooner we talk to this expert, the better.
Great news! The expert is already in the area. I hope you have a productive conversation.
Wait, a Melusine? That's the deal from Mercy Village! Traveler? Paimon? Fancy seeing you here!
So, the expert is a Melusine? I've heard about these creatures before. They have special senses, right? They can pick up on things humans would never even notice.
Really? That sounds amazing!
With her help, we'll get leads on Krumklank for sure. Oh, I guess the price of the retainer was worth it after all.
There's something you should know about Dory. Retainer? What retainer? The Traveler is a hero to the Melusines. It's an honor to help him out. I would never ask for even a single mora in return.
Oh, wow! I didn't realize this expert idolized you so much, Traveler. Well, since she won't accept payment, I suppose there's no choice but for the entire 800,000 to go to me. As always, I appreciate your patronage. Although, I guess this turn of events is all thanks to your past heroics. In that case, I'll give you a generous 50% off the next time we do business.
And the swindler claims another victim. Anyway, what are you doing in Notchrysodile? Well, one of the Melusine agents from the Marechaussee Phantom followed the trail of a smuggling case straight to Notcry. But she still hasn't made it back to Fontaine. We all started to get worried, and I happen to have some time off, so I'm here to check up on her. But enough about that for now. This merchant told me you needed help tracking down your missing companion. Could you describe them to me? The more details, the better. Then, would it be possible to take me to the last place you saw them?
Sure thing!
treasure buried in time.
Alright, this is the last place we saw Crunklank. I remember that the recon bot disappeared right over there.
I've learned a little about those flying machines since I've been here. Their battery life isn't very long. Flying all the way out here is probably their limit. So, someone must have been in the vicinity to pick it up. We should ask around. Maybe someone saw something.
Oh, there's a group of people over there. Let's ask them. Hello. We wanted to ask something.
Looking for trouble, kid? No? Then scram.
Ugh, not a good start. Legally speaking, even suspects have the right to remain silent. We can't force them to answer our questions.
That's what you're worried about? Well, it's your lucky day. There's no law in Nodcry.
Clink Clank Legion, attack!
Fine, fine. If you want to talk, then let's talk. Ask me anything you want to know.
Have you seen a group of people carrying a heavy object pass through here? If so, which direction did they go in?
I see that pretty much on the daily. And multiple times at that.
If we think about when they started the lookout versus when they managed to get away, it would have been 2 days ago, between 4 and 10 p.m. We're looking for anyone in the vicinity who left with a heavy object in tow.
When you put it that way, I did see a group like that. Real shifty looking. Came in the afternoon, left at night. I'm pretty sure they were heading in that direction.
That direction, I think I know where they were heading. So, assuming their stamina is within the range of a normal, which means
traces?
Oh, there's a whole bunch. Here and over there.
This is the
Yep, pretty much what I expected. But it's exhausting to travel with that kind of car. I bet these footprints are from when they...
Is that enough to...
And if I'm right, they probably tracked the sand in from some...
A special kind of sand. Oh, wait! Near the Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau.
Then that's where we should head.
Wow!
Melazines are people, not pets, I know.
Well, that's the last clue we needed, right? Let's get going!
don't see Krumklang.
With this...
I'm sorry, everyone, but I think this is as far as I can go. There's not much I can help you with in there.
Don't be sorry, Sadil. You've been such a big help. I wouldn't even mind sharing some of my secret dessert stash with you. And anyway, you probably shouldn't...
I know.
Like I said before...
Whoa! Is that Zip Zap Spybot number 1?
It's Zip Zap Warbot number 1 now.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Warbot? I knew the kid was making dangerous stuff.
With Zip Zap Warbot on our side, there's no stopping us. Come on, charge!
It's too late for regret. I regret.
What is this thing? Help! Does somebody help me?
What are you running for? Just take it down! There's nothing scary about... Ah! Ah! Picked the wrong test subject. Picked the wrong test subject.
Phew! We're in! Wait! What's that?
Whatever it is, it doesn't look friendly. Hold on.
This hunk of metal has Krumklang's core. The thief already took him apart.
Quite the improvement, don't you think? My creation is 10 times more powerful than your little toy. Can't say I'm surprised. That's what a true genius can do.
Wait! You're that guy from the black market! The one at the front desk! You're the one behind all this?
If your goal is to accomplish something that will shock the world, you're better off working behind the scenes. I must admit, though, I'm rather surprised you made it this far. I expected you to spend more...
You deliberately...
What? The front desk is where...
So you're the one who stole
So what if I am? There's only one...
Just using a piece of...
Stole? Ever since I came all... But then, she's the one who... That role...
Right.
That's enough!
We'll see about that.
Allow me! Why is this machine so powerful?
I can't even hit the thing!
No, you guys, don't attack him! We just have to wait it out! I'm not letting Krumklang become a war machine!
Billowing surge! Strike a pose! Let my name echo in song! A dash of frosting! A slip up, that's all.
Rest and rebuild!
Off to the freezer!
Allow me!
Yoo-hoo!
What's happening? I need an engineer over here. Quick, fix it!
The core stopped working. It's supposed to concentrate Kuvaki, but it looks like it needs a specific transmission medium to operate.
What kind of medium?
Judging by the smell, I'd say so.
What?
Don't sound so surprised. Crumbclank is a dessert baking robot. But I always thought it would be too sad if he had to watch other people eat all the time. So when I designed Crumbclank, I gave him the ability...
I think I understand now. The consumption of if cake baking is the goal, that kind of... But to use it as a weapon? Not even Nodcry's entire flour and sugar...
And you're just noticing this now?
Boss, it's embedded into the system. I'm not skilled enough to change something like that. I didn't even notice it at first.
See? Crumbclank isn't a war machine.
This technology could have been revolutionary. No, the prototype stays with me.
Try me.
Whoa! What are you all doing here?
Protecting the Krumkake craft shop is a job for all who call it home. Activating Annihilation Mode.
Hold the line!
A dash of frosting!
Shower me with...
Ha! Ha!
No! He got away!
Let him run for now. Nodcry doesn't have laws, but it does have rules. Once word starts to spread about what happened here, he'll get what's coming to him.
Is everyone all right? Apparently Nodcry doesn't have a police force, so I contacted your friends for help. Wow! Way to think ahead, Sadil.
Wait! What about Crumbclank?
Miss Aino, during the altercation, my brethren and I retrieved the core from that construct. This technology needs safekeeping, and I think...
And I know you're not the bad guys I thought you were. Let's go home, Ineffa. Oh, and when we get back, I want dessert. I think...
Been a while. Why don't we check up on Aino?
Where do we come from? And where are we going?
Well, after all that hard work...
Wait, there's cake?
Yes. You two, Aino wanted to thank you for your help, so now that Crumbclank is back safe and sound, she thought it would be nice for every...
Wow! So...
Yes. Luckily, the core was still intact, so...
Woohoo! Is it
It's not unusual for a chef to take a few bites before serving a dish.
No need to worry. Once he's had his fill, he can get started on the desserts for everyone else.
All right. Wait, speaking of desserts, where's Aino?
She thought of a new idea for a robot and shut herself in the workshop to get started.
Why does Aino like building robots so much?
Retrieving historical records from databank. At first, I believe Aino was just shocked to find something that fascinated her more than desserts. And fortunately, her friends respected her passion, even if, aside from struggling to make ends meet, there was little time for much else. Then, one day, an acclaimed teacher discovered her and recognized her passion for what it truly was: genius. Just like her friends, she finally discovered what she wanted to do, and not only that, she excelled at it. And when genius and passion collide, there's not much that can get in the way. So, Aino left her childhood friends, established the Clink Clink Crumbkake craft shop, and started making all kinds of robot companions. Perhaps it all comes down to the natural instinct of a genius, the drive to see their imagination come to life.
Oh, so that's what draws her to robotics.
Based on my own experience with Aino, I think there's more to it than that. Long before she took me in, she was already pushing her skills to the limit in an effort to give each robot a distinct personality, and she already treated them like companions. What I mean is, it's not something that started with me just because I have a unique background. I think, after walking the path of a genius for so long, she looked around and realized there was no one at her side. And it made her feel lonely. So me, Crumbclink, and all the other robots Aino has added to the workshop, we're not just proof of her genius. We're her family. We give her the companionship she longs for. As I see it, that's the true relationship between Aino and her robots.
Oh, wow! So, you really mean a lot to her.
Yes, and for that reason, it did not matter to Aino how powerful Crumbclink could become, nor how feared or coveted his technology might be among the factions. And she decided that he would join his family, and that meant she would spare no effort to save him.
Yeah, that makes sense. But it makes Paimon wonder why someone like Aino would choose to stay and not cry.
I'm afraid my logic unit cannot make sense of that question.
Well, the way Paimon sees it, Nocry is a dog-eat-dog place full of scheming and... Anyone else would use the kind of tech Aino has to make weapons, but Aino... She takes something that could be a...
No, my view is the exact opposite. I've encountered the full spectrum of people that live here in Notcry. You say Aino doesn't fit in here, but I believe the opposite.
Ooh, the dessert should be done!
Yes, one moment. Allow me to serve them.
I want the one with the most frosting!
All right, everyone. Dig.
So worth it.
excellence!
King and Queen should present a united front.
Rest and reap. Strike a pose. Time to shine. Off to the freezer. Extinguish.
Ugh, it had to be this form? A toy really doesn't suit me. Well done, but this isn't over. I will now preside over the second trial. Stare straight ahead, and you will see things as they appear. But change your perspective, and you will see them as they are. Trial awaits.
Billowing surge. Shower me with praise.
A little amuse-bouche. At first, the flick.
My power is immense!
Just don't get stuck in the barrel.
Let the world collide.
Off to the freezer. The pinnacle of excellence. Surge.
It is time to slay our foes with one almighty
This calls for some
strike!
pomp and ceremony. Good lord, don't be forgetting your lines.
Where were we?
Strike a pose. Let my name echo and song.
A little amuse-bouche. Extinguished.
Oh, this is all getting rather dreary.
Mine to win.
Allow me, darling. Ow! A little too toasty.
Let's move up. Let the world collide. Shower me with praise.
Afraid? Or do you not even have the courage to be afraid? Is it my my turn. A burst of flavor. With these rising flames. Now that's more like it.
Mine to wield.
With the fall of darkness, destruction shall rise.
Let my name echo in
Have a
song.
taste of purgatory.
The taste isn't right.
Annihilate. Get power. Is it my turn now? Look, trapped like a bunch of helpless ants.
Must learn from my mistakes.
Adaptive from. Is it my turn now? Going power. My blade is all that remains. A little amuse-bouche. Goose on the loose.
Mine to wield.
Sometimes only the beginning.
Someone else.
Strike a pose. Let my name echo in song. Off to the freezer.
frosting! Goose on the loose! Surge!
Mine to wield. Ha!
Ad Astra. Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Thank you for completing today's commission.
to freeze it. Surge.
Hold the line.
A dash of frost.
Use of force authorized.
Strike a pop.
Mine to wield.
All things come to an end, even time itself.
change of plan.
Hold the line!
Off to the brief!
A dash of frosting! The pinnacle of excellence!
Okay, I can get behind this filling.
Change of plan.
Hold the line!
Strike a pop! Adaptive prop! Shower me with... Up to the freezer! A burst of flavor! Annihilate!
A treasure buried in time.
A dash of frosting! Goose on the loose!
Okay,
mind this filling.
Allow me!
Strike a pop! A little amuse-bouche! Yeah.
Mine to wield. Ha!
Hold the line!
Shower me with praise! Off to the freezer! The pinnacle of excellence! Cha! Rah! Yeah!
Yeah! Ha! Ha! Mine to wield.
Yeah!
Rest and rebuild! Torrent!
Strike a pose! This is trouble!
Allow me!
Shower me with praise! Let my name echo it! A dash of frosting! A burst of flavor! Cha! Ha!
Ha!
Let's move out.
A little amuse... Yeah! Yeah! freezer! Ha!
Use of force authorized.
Hold the line.
A little remove boosh! Goose on the loose! Sword! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Power.
Ha! Yeah! Yeah! Ha!
Billowing surge! Shower me with praise! Time to shine!
Off to the freezer! Annihilate! Ha! Yeah!
I'm gonna make you suffer.
Power.
Ha! Ha! Yeah!
Rest and rebuild! Let the world come alive!
A dash of
have ruined Paimon's appetite for the... Huh. If we were on the surface, Paimon would say we should bury it. But if we could replace that bet they couldn't win. So they'll be bet the font of...
Where do we come from?
Shh, they're asleep.
Fresh honey.
The abyss is like the... world's shadow. It's always there, and it will never perish.
Fresh honey. Fragrant and sweet.
Where'd that guy run off to?
Ad Astra Abyss.
Huh? That's not the price we...
Dear Miss Yehoda, if you manage to return the object of your next commission intact, then I assure you your reward will be paid in full.
It wasn't my fault. How was I supposed to know about...
Might I also ask that you don't spread so much misinformation to our clients?
I wasn't spreading...
The master bandit who has stolen from every town and village in...
That was just me trying to sound cool. No one told me the client was... That woman takes herself too seriously.
The fixer who protects all of Nasha Town.
I was talking about...
Regardless, Miss Yehoda. If you...
I know. Be careful what you do and say. Boss Neff's always yammering on at me. But my mouth gets all itchy when I don't use it too long.
Perhaps you could take a few pointers from our experienced adventurer here.
The Traveler. But you're gonna need to wait for me to take this reward back to Boss Neff first. She ain't gonna be happy that it's not the...
Time to go.
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it. A fateful offering.
Time to go. Yeah.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer. Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
time to go. Cut!
A fateful offering.
Hold the line!
Off to the freezer! Annihilate!
A treasure buried in time. A treasure buried in time.
Rest and revive! Yoo-hoo! A little amuse bouche! Ja, ha! Ja, ha!
You've earned yourself a reward.
Rest and rebuild! Covenant of the deep! Shower me with praise! Let my name echo in song!
A dash of frosting! Goose on the loose! Ha! Yeah! Yeah! Ha! Yeah! Yeah!
Hold the line! Yoo-hoo!
Yeah!
Mine to wield.
Ha! Yeah! Yeah! Ha!
You've earned yourself a reward. All things come to an end. Your hard work is paying off, as it should.
Allow me.
Strike a pop! freezer!
Torrent, bring refuge!
A little amuse... Keep going. Power. Yeah.
You've earned yourself a reward. Nice. I like the rain.
Repairs complete. It was just an old circuit, nothing serious.
Such remarkable efficiency, Miss Inefa. If it weren't for you, this streetlight would have had me stumped. If it had proven beyond fixing, I may have had to take my own lantern and hang it in its place.
Aino previously proposed a solution. She said she could train the Ratniki so they'd have the basic knowledge to perform simple tasks, like repairing circuits. That way, you wouldn't need to inform Aino every time a streetlight goes out and then wait in the dark until I arrive to repair it.
Yes and no. Strictly speaking, maintaining the brightness of the lights has been their traditional role. Before the use of Kuvaki became widespread, the streetlights were powered by regular oil. Back then, people were needed to light and extinguish the flames. Because of how dangerous said streets were at night, the Ratniki took on this role. They already carried lanterns, in any case, and were adept at using them while fighting. But as I'm sure you've already noticed, the current streetlights are powered by Kuvaki, and it's not so easy to light or extinguish them using traditional means. Because of this, whenever a light goes out nowadays, all I can do is stand here helplessly and wait for a professional to come along and solve the problem.
Aino organized an engineering seminar, but all the Ratniki made excuses to leave halfway through. They said things like, I have an urgent task, or I need to go on patrol, or it's time for me to make a report.
I didn't leave. It is, after all, disrespectful to the host to leave a seminar early.
True, but the biscuits you brought were too much of a distraction for Aino. She stopped teaching completely. And then I was so busy trying to stop her from eating that I could not take over the seminar. So please, the next time you attend a class of any kind, don't bring anything sweet that might attract Aino's attention. And don't bring any toys either.
Ah, I promise I won't.
Please say it in full. The last time you promised not to bring anything sweet, you brought a toy, and Aino was completely unable to continue.
I promise I won't bring anything sweet, any toys, or anything else that might unduly divert Miss Aino's attention.
That's better. I'll notify you when she next holds an engineering class. For now, I have to pick some laka berries for her. Goodbye.
Traveler, do you know of anything else besides sweet treats, toys, and small fluffy animals that might keep Miss Aino quiet for a while? Half an hour shall suffice. Oh, since you feel that way too, it seems I have no choice but to submit myself to her baptism of erudition. I only hope I don't drown in the ocean of knowledge she wishes to impart.
Fix your time now, big one!
Your hard work is paying off, as it should.
treasure buried in time. Treasure buried in time.
Annihilate.
A treasure buried in time. Treasure buried in time.
Shower me with praise! A little amuse! Sword!
Mine to wield. Ha!
Treasure buried in time.